Facebook. So yeah, hello, hello, hello. We're here, we're gonna load. So we're meeting Kenor, at the fish thing. Okay. Don't fly everywhere, Bobby. If the guards catch you, we'll be in trouble. Turns mid-sentence, his voice breaks as his eyes lock on you. Kenor? You smile softly, surprised but warm, your voice carrying both relief and joy. Nah. I stumbles over his words, trying to stand tall. His eyes avoid yours, then return restless. Hi, are you always this easy to fluster? Hello, Kenor. Hello? You step closer, amused by his awkwardness. You straighten it, suddenly forcing his tone back to calm. Nothing. The air here is just cold, that's all. Oh, so you're the type who can't stand the cold. I guess so. You laugh gently and come to stand by his side. The light of the tank washes over both of you, filling the silence with a soft blue glow. As you move closer, his gaze lowers, and he notices the bandages under your sleeve and the gauze on your head. Certainly you shouldn't be going out of the hospital if you're like that with bandages on your head. Hi, baby. Yeah, darling, my baby's right here. Lay down, baby. Lay down. It doesn't sting anymore, I'm fine. I mean, in your chest. Huh? You freeze the pain you felt earlier. Flashes in memory you hadn't told anyone. There was some pain, yes, but probably because I was struck hard that night right here in the middle of the heart. Huh? Forget about it, I thought you'd be resting in your room. Why wander the aquarium instead? Reason simply I was searching for the one who saved me. You didn't see the news? Sounding cocky right there. Like, oh, you didn't see the news? Oh, God. News? Yeah, I saw it. Some unlucky girl got attacked by a criminal who came in from the outside, the city, something like that. Yeah, unlucky. You stare at him seriously, and Kenor pauses for a moment before continuing. I see you didn't come to see the fish. Well, she just told you. Like, hey, I'm looking for the person who saved me. So, yeah, she's not. Hi, baby. Lay down. My baby's like sitting up. Baby, lay down. Lay down. Came to see the fish? You came all this way just to say thanks? Well, like we said. Why do you care so much for showing gratitude? Well, I mean, your life was saved and you lived. Well, it's just something you have to do, right? If that person hadn't helped me earlier, I'd be dead even reaching the operation room. dead before. Yeah, and you don't act like coming all this way to say thanks is annoying. I am really grateful. If I had to say to thank the whole world, I'll gladly do it. You got such a kind heart, really. If you hadn't met that person, it would have been a total waste, huh? Well, I guess so. But still, Skylar, you actually survived. He turns his head slightly, then say, "Go on." You were looking for the one who saved you, weren't you? Well, he's standing right in front of you. Wait, it was you? Do I look like someone who makes up lies for fun? A little bit. You stay behind him for a while. Beside him, not behind. For a while, the silence filled only the slow drift of fish and faint hum of the water. Then you turned slightly and your voice soft. Thank you for everything. Always. I'm still going with Lucen. So you saved me from death for a second time? Are you related to the Grim Reaper? Something, Knorr? Your compliments are all kind of crazy, and that old man isn't nearly as nice as me, just you know. You're making us all. Huh? Excuse me. First of all, you saved me when I was falling off that building. We both made it out safe. Then you saved me from that criminal, giving the paramedic team to get to me. Honestly, if you hadn't been there, I don't know what would have been left of me for anyone to recognize. Wow, that's a scary thing to say, Skylar. I think I should invite you to write a book together. You tell scary stuff really well. I like it. Don't care. Wait a sec. It seems like Knorr fell silent for a moment. What are you thinking about, Knorr? I'm thinking about how can you repay me. What? I did. I said thank you. That should be enough. Oh, I can do anything, just not cleaning the bathroom or helping you kill a bunch of cockroaches. That you're setting yourself up. Nope, I got something more fun in mind. Like, then be my partner. No, fuck off. We're not doing that, partner. Yeah, sure, that's what you meant. I mean a partner as in a friend. Someone who goes everywhere with me. No. No, something else. Tell me I get to pick. One of my professors. Oh, fuck off. One of my professors told me that enrolling here usually means finding new companions. The best advice to have a partner, a duo or something like that. Someone to rely on when things get rough. I'm pretty sure he didn't say that. And I guess I can trust you to be part of it. By my estimate, you're at least annoying out of 1,000 students in this institute. In positive, right? You laughed softly. Then slip a hand into your pocket, pulling out a folded piece of paper. His handwriting sprawl across it, recognizable. So that's why you slipped this into my bag. You wanted me to ask me from the start. Haha, but sneaking that into my pocket without me knowing. That's pretty amazing of you. Knorr stiffens, colors blooming in his face as he looks away. I didn't really get the chance to say that loud, so I just left it there. The two of you laying there by the tank, the water reflecting blue across your face. He hesitates. The Institute is giving us 2 weeks off. Maybe during the break we can go somewhere? No. You blink at him. Most of these you don't get to choose. There's a lot of just talking and talking and talking. No choices. You blink, surprised at the sudden suggestion. He fumbles with his words, eyes starting nervously. Normally I don't really go out that much. I can go alone, sure, but I thought maybe, yes, come on, that sounds wonderful. I hate it when it does that. For her, he startles wide, he opens wide, before laughing, slips out awkward and relieved all at once. You agreed so quickly, I wasn't ready for that. But I don't know if I want to finish this, but okay. I'm glad. What's wrong, Kenora? Nothing, I'm just trying not to get too excited. And that's bad, ha ha ha. Well, someone did say it's annoying. Has someone found you annoying like that? What kind of person thinks it's annoying when others are happy? There are some, yeah. How many months has it been? 8 months, I guess. He seemed to start picking up his nails. But think about it. It doesn't matter. If you want to talk about it, you can, Kenora. Let's just drop it, Skylar. Okay? But how could I let my friend carry all that pain alone? You should only listen to a bedtime story. What? What do you mean, Kenora? I just figured you wouldn't handle adult stupid problems. Hey, speak nicely. But if that thing is still sticks in your memory all this time, I don't think it's small at all. His fingers move again, picking at his thumb. You notice the damage now. His nails were short and ragged, like he did that a lot. A quiet habit. Skylar, the thing you must be most careful about is not letting people who wish you harm to see your tears, okay? The ones who see you cry when you're at your weakest only should be the people that you trust most. Listen, you can never know when you open your wounds and show them to others, they won't take a knife and cut it even deeper. He said it without you asking for more. The words slipped from his lips as if he was just trying to let them out, and enough for anyone to hear. I don't understand people. I'm tired of trying to, understand them. If they had meant well from the start, maybe we could have understood each other better. I've been nothing but an annoyance in their eyes, but it's already been 8 months, hasn't it? Sigh. If having no sense in choosing friends were a sport, I'd probably be the multi-time champion by now. Even if they listened, I doubt they would feel sorry. The soft blue light of the aquarium reflects on Kenora's face. Kenora, it's okay. One day I might tell you more about it. I won't force you, Kenora. 8 months must have been a lot. Nah. Was that saying that all of a sudden? I'm not used to it. I need to look something up. Well, it says you can, so you say things like that. Thank you, Skylar. Okay, let's go. Smiles and Moss almost shy smile, then looks towards the rest of the hall. You decided to change the subject a little to ease him. You glance at the little bird perched confidently on Knorr's arm, a tiny head bobbing as it surveys the room. You can't help but to smile. So, do you like birds? That little guy seems awfully comfortable with you. His finger lightly traces the soft feathers of the cockatiel. I like all of them, really. Every creature on this planet has something special. They're all born to be part of the ecosystem, part of the world. Fuck. Skylar! Skylar! Bobby chirps softly, as if agreeing with him. Knorr lowers his hand to let the cockatiel climb on his finger. And this one is Bobby. A boy, isn't he adorable? Bobby hops along Knorr's fingers and carefully. Okay. Knorr extends his arm towards you. Here, you can hold him for a bit. Oh, haha, that tickles. You laugh and a little startled, but the tiny bird teeters onto your hand. Bobby feet lightly as he climbs onto your arm, his head shaking playfully. You feel a gentle nibble on your hair and can't help to giggle. Knorr watches quietly, his expression soft. He likes you, don't worry, he won't bite much. I don't mind if he bites. Haha. The tension from here, the unspoken worries lingering just minutes ago dissolves into soft hums of the little room and delicate soft of Bobby's chirps. You glance at Knorr, noticing a quiet care in the way he observed. I didn't know you were so good with animals. It's kind of comforting. Animals are honest. No pretense, no mask, just what they are. Maybe sometimes we can learn a little from them. You feel a warmth in his words, the way they brushed against something inside you. Maybe you're right. I like sharing this with you. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, we still have a little time. I think it'd be boring if you just came to say thanks and then come walk with me, Skylar. No. Yeah, sure, Knorr. Okay, let me show you around. Lead the way, tour guide. No, it's Knorr for you. See, Bunny? No, ew. And so the two of you walked side by side. As you walked, you couldn't stop replaying his words in your head. His voice carried both strength and sadness, and you felt something shift inside. It wasn't just a sympathy, it was something warmer, something that made your chest tighten and your steps lighter. Just the evening. When the evening ended, you return to your room. We're hanging out with him too much. I don't like it. The air feels still tonight. You lie on your bed staring at the ceiling. You turned over and reach in for your phone. No, I don't want to text him. Fuck off. You type and send that. See you next week. Can't wait. Blah, 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 blah. You left your phone by your side. Your phone screen goes dim. You placed it beside you. Then lie back into the quiet hum into your room. Still no reading. Still no reply. You tell yourself he's probably busy or asleep. Your eyes feel heavy, kind of tired. The cells in your bones after a long day. Right when you're about to close your eyes, your phone gives out a soft buzz. I hate when it does that, like, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that. No, I don't. Give it more options. Hey, no, we don't want to text this person. No. Your phone lights up again, almost. It didn't going to be like, oh, at the end, you must pick kind of thing because it's stupid. Your phone lights up again almost immediately. You hear it, but your eyes don't open. I'll read it in the morning. And then it's part loosened. Like, oh, but it's the way to sleep gets to you. Next week, then, I'll be looking forward to it just as much as you. Good night. Okay? We're just gonna, do all that. It's cold. The room is quiet. Too quiet. You open your eyes. I don't care about it. The room is quiet. Too quiet. You open your eyes and it's dark. The clock says 8 a.m. Suddenly your chest burns. The pain is sharp and it's hot. It's spreading fast. Ah! You grab your shirt, gasping, breathing feels impossible. You roll off your bed and hit the floor hard. The tiles are freezing, but your skin is drenched in sweat. Are we turning into a mermaid? What did we are? Water, need water. You crawl forward, your arms shake, saliva running down your chin as you drag yourself towards the minibar. Your vision blurs, but somehow you reach it. Your hand fumbles with the handle. Then the light hits your eyes. You grab a ball and twist it. Half of the water goes into your mouth. The rest spills down your neck. But then the pain doesn't stop. It gets worse. Your chest feels like it's tearing open. Make it stop! You drop the bottle. You can't move. Your body twitches against the wet floor. A sound calls into your head, not yours. Why? Why did you accept him? Even though I'm already here. I've been here with you all this time. But why? Your eyes goes wide and the voice inside you speaking from the pain. You belong to me. It hurts, doesn't it? Like your organs want to rip them apart. That dude put a parasite in you. What? So I'll help you. Let me. You try to scream, but no, nothing comes out. Your nails against the tile. Your body won't listen. It hurts. Please stop. Your hand goes numb. Your mouth fills with metallic taste of panic. Shake your whole thing that the thing gave you. The butler or whatever. Heck, please. You shove every snack from the minibar into your mouth because the thirst is a storm. Why are you putting food in there? Just get liquid. The thirst is a storm and the hunger is lightning. Crackers, candy, stale sandwich. You eat everything inside the minibar, candy, snacks, even old food. You eat too fast. Then you vomit. The floor is a mess. No, no. Ha ha. It hurts. You grasp onto your phone. The battery's dead. The charger doesn't work. You panic. You push yourself up. Ring the bell that dude gave you. Push yourself out and run out of the room. The hallway is bright, but your vision is blurry. You can't breathe. Your body feels broken. You keep running. You don't know why. Then you hit someone. Oh God, who the fuck is this dude? Watch it, you little bling rat. A tall man in a feather hat turns around. He was whistling, hands in his pocket. He looks annoyed until he sees your face. Bloody hell, lass, you look like death itself. You growl, your eyes shine wildly. Your teeth shows for a moment. You look like an animal ready to bite. The man takes a step back, shocked. Easy, easy now. Hold your friends, will ya? Are you alright, lad? Speak, I say. The man, Are you alright, lad? Speak, I say. The man steps closer, cautiously, trying to steady you without letting your teeth near him. Before he could react, you snapped at him, teeth bared. He caught the attack with his golden arm, just in time, recoiling in surprise as your bite clashed against the metal. By the stars, you got some strength of a beast. Can you not see I'm trying to help? Your teeth sinks into the metal, startling him. He exclaims quickly, bringing his other hand down hard on the back of your neck. The strike was swift and precise. You collapse on the floor. Darkness takes you before you reach the lobby. Several days passed after that night. I found myself living more cautiously, always on edge. The pain in my chest didn't come often, but when it did, it was unbearable. Call told me it might be the air in my room, that maybe it wasn't clean enough, or maybe food poisoning. The kitchen was in chaos after that night. But no, I don't think it was that. I went to see a doctor. They said probably indigestion or a spasm in the chest muscles. I didn't believe that. Nah, you wouldn't, because, yeah, not for a second. There's nothing I can believe in. No one I can trust to be right. Go loosen. Still, I tried to live as normal as I could during the short break. Some days I stayed in my room reading or just lying around. Other days I went out walking through the streets, joining Lucian and Alicia for little outings. They even dragged me around for shopping once or twice. I don't know. I feel this isn't right. The dining hall was warm with the smell of food, the chattering of people, and the clink of culture. The plate was set down in front of you, pulling your thoughts back into reality. Kel must have been the one that brought it over. Lucian sat nearby, quietly cutting the pieces of an apple for you like it was the most natural thing in the world. And Zara, she kept the conversation going, her voice soft, current pulling me back into the flow of everyday life. Lucian sliced an apple carefully, shaping it into a bunny before sliding it towards you. Look, I finally figured out how to make an apple bunny, see? You turned the little red and white bunny blinked up at you from the plate. Nora let out a laugh. You know, he's been practicing ever since the day you were hospitalized. Do you realize the supermarket ran out of apple because of someone? Hey, at least I was supporting local businesses. Sure, Mr. Rich Boy. Maybe next time leave some for the rest of us. Huh? You didn't say anything, just stared at the apple slices on your plate. Lucian noticed without a word he had a star-shaped piece next to the bunny. Hey, you really feeling better now, right? You glanced at him, then gave a small smile. Yeah, better than before. That's good. Actually, I've been working on moving into this hotel. Yay! Wait, you're moving here? Of course, haven't you noticed? Strange things keep happening around our institute and then to you. I told you already, I won't let anything happen to you. Are we gonna be close besties? More. His voice was serious, sharper than you'd ever heard it before him in an interview or a magazine spread. Well, you can't blame him, Skylar. He's really determined to stay close to you. I'd do the same if I could, but my family would never allow it, haha. You too. Thank you for being here with me today. Both of them froze at your words, then smiled. Lucian leaned back, giving you space. Come on now, we're friends, right? First years together. We'll stick it out until graduation. I want to take a picture with everyone before that day comes. Yeah, me too. Too bad. I really wanted Alicia to come with us. Where is she? Well, she says she's busy getting ready for the festival and night of returning youth. You know how she is. Queen of festivals and all that. The night of returning youth, huh? Alright. That's the night I got an appointment to get my measurements done. Guess I won't be able to go. Hey, I didn't even ask you yet. Anyway, Skylar, if you're interested, we could split the cost. They say one ticket lets 2 people in. Pretty great deal, huh? Yeah, sounds like fun. That's right. And remember, you were chosen by the Queen herself. You're part of the resistance now. I might not be able to go with you, but let's just say, just think of me as your knight, so I want to protect you. Oh, don't you dare start flirting. Too bad a princess can only have to have one knight, don't you think? He pulls you into a sudden hug, sticking his tongue out at Zara. You couldn't help but to laugh, though the closeness of it all left a tiny knot of doubt in your chest. Why? Even no matter what, how intense he got, Lucian always circles back to that word, friend. The hotel's rose garden was quiet, petals scattered across the path like a drop of paint. Lucian walked beside you. Hands in pockets, humming a tune under his breath. Do you know roses can survive almost anywhere, even ruined cities? They still find cracks to bloom in. Really, that sounds kind of poetic coming from you. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean for it to sound poetic, but still, he crouched by one of the bushes, brushing the fingertip lightly across the petal. Sometimes I wonder if people are the same. No matter how ugly the world gets, maybe we're just looking for cracks to grow. Doesn't it make you curious what kind of place you would bloom in? Oh, hi, baby. He stops near a patch of damp dirt where something moves slowly. When he crouched down, you leaned forward, only to recoil in her horror. A snail, its body swollen, eyes stalk grossly bulging with the pulsing worm-like shape inside. Oh, look at this, little guy. He picked it up without hesitation, holding it between his fingers. The snail's eye stopped twitching naturally, almost bursting. Listen, what are you doing? Put it down. Don't panic, just a parasite. Leocoschloridum. They invade snails and make them climb into the light so birds will eat them. He tilted his head, watching the swollen stalk throb. Sad, isn't it? A whole life turned into bait. That's disgusting. It looks horrible. Really? I thought you'd pity it after all. I didn't ask to be like this. He smiled softly, without warning, pressed his thumb and forefinger hard against the snail's eyes. The parasite burst out in a wet pop. The snail's body sagged in his hand, lifeless, crushing along with the worm inside. I'll listen. Now it doesn't have to suffer anymore. You staggered back, covering your mouth. The broken shell and the slimy remains glisten on the ground. Listen wiped his hand casually on the grass, then turned to you with a smile and like nothing happened. Are you scared? You don't have to be a wash-up. Go wash your hands right now. He laughed a bright and innocent sound, then ran off towards the garden's fountain. You stood frozen, staring at the torn remains of the snail. Finally, you bent down and dragged a broad leaf over it, hiding it from sight. But no matter what I did, there was always something I was waiting for. Something I kept holding on to. That promise. The day I would finally go out with Nora. Oh, God. Still, I couldn't forget the way my chest burned that night. The doctor's words, callous guesses, they didn't erase the memory of the voice inside me. Sometimes when the street grew too quiet, I could still hear it. I shaked through either the doctor did something or it was the blood that Kenora did. I shake the thought away. Today isn't about that. Today is about him. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. The diner is comfortable, warm, with the soft lightning. You and Nora sit across from each other. Table between you, holding only menus and a small glass of water. Here, chocolate for you. You slid the chocolate bar over to Kenora. Thanks. You two sushi well. The entire sushi. Oh, thanks. I didn't wear this. I thought it was maybe too much. No, not too much. It seemed to carry the memory of someone's affection. God damn, I keep pressing the second one. It means it suits you like perfectly. Actually, I think you look like you belong no matter where you went. He fidgets with the corner of his table napkin, eyes briefly flicking away. That was too weird, wasn't it? No, not at all. You're just being sweet. I would like some game visual novels would have more choices. He opened up his mouth and closed it again. Sweet. That's a familiar accusation, but I'll accept it if it pleases you. You're about to tease him when your eyes catch something pinned on his shirt. You noticed that before her, but only now you finally have the courage to ask. Your eyes flick onto the pin on his tie. That cameo brooch, is that really intricate? I noticed that the first time you read it, you really like that piece, huh? This, he glanced down and lifted the edge of his cameo slightly. It's pretty rare to see a guy wear one. It suits you though. It's real, not a replica. Wait, seriously? That kind of piece could cost a fortune. I found it buried in a market stall in a pile of things forgotten by time. It's beautiful and it's probably expensive. Beauty rarely escapes the cost. If you want, I can try to find one like it for you. Something vintage. I'm pretty good at digging through old shops. Now, what? No, I mean, thank you. That's thoughtful. Haha. She's really cute. Don't care. Huh? What? Nothing. As the waiter passes, Kenora reaches into his side and retrieves a small creased notebook. We have time. Would you consider drawing with me here? It seems only natural that there's space for both of us. I must admit I'm interested to see how your hands translate thought from form to form. He places his single well-used pen between you. He says, I'll borrow the one here. You should have the better tool. You both leaned over the paper, drawing little by little while talking. Your arms touch now and then. His hand stays close to yours. Your hands move like you're unsure of yourself. Have you always drawn with such conviction? You're imagining things. I'm nervous. Then your nervousness is very elegant. He looks away immediately, cheeks slightly tilted. That was unexpected. Poetic, really. By the time the food arrived, the table was scattered with sketches, some careful, others absurd. You laugh when he draws a worm on a top hat. He watches you more than he finishes his own drawing. Later, you focus on your meal. You notice his eyes lingering again. They're calm, but they're tense, like he's seeing something beneath your skin, behind your breath. When you look up, he straightens. Love. This fight is remarkably long. He holds up it solemnly. Oh, that's what you're staring at. Fights. They're long here, longer than I remembered. How did they even make it this long? Did the potato mutate or something? Or maybe some kind of super long potato species in this world? It's straight. Most of them are curls or break, but this one, perfect, like it was cut right. The way he collects those details, the way he rotates the fry before setting it back down. Then you get an idea. You lean in towards him, you smile, turn playful. No! Would you feed that fry to me, please? He freezes. The fry slips from his fingers and clatters onto a plate. Gnarr flinches, his lips parting into a silent exhale. His hand hovers and retreats, bumping the glass. What? His ears burn, staring at the fire like it betrayed him. His voice cracked. A glance at your smile made it worse. You're not allergic to potatoes, right? Oh, I'm okay with it, but I feel like someone around here is about to get deep fried instead. What? His brain shorts out. Don't deep fried. Whatever that means. His hands flies up to cover his mouth, muffling an utter pathetic whimper that escapes him. Sis, and execution. What the fuck? So, they say like it's cute. It's an execution. You're very cruel, you know. Still, stiff, he slowly raises the potato towards your mouth, movement robotic and unsure. Just as the food nearly reaches your lips. No! The shout peeks through the diner like Don Beck. Heads turn. Shit. How dare you sneak off on a date without alerting the Brotherhood? You traitor. He slams his hand onto the table, nearly knocking over your water glass. Holy, not again. The waitress lets out a strangled yelp and drops her notepad like it bit her. From the kitchen, a voice wails with energy of a man whose last nerve just snapped. Oh, for God's sake, Gio, that's the third damn time this week. That door's got more battle scars than my cousin Tony in the 90s. Measured voice inside my heart, bro, is where the betrayal hits. Out here on a date with a pretty girl and you didn't even invite your best pal, that shady candy boy. Oh God, I hate him. I hate them both. What in the world would even think about inviting you on a date? He looks at you, eyes meeting yours with a hopeless expression. Apologies, I guess I didn't lock the chains tightly enough. A hand snakes in and grabs Maverick's collar. My sincerest apologies, miss. I'll dispose of the stray. He looks at you and bows his head politely. Gunnar looks like someone who's just been freed from a lifelong curse. He just stares at the two of them with a face that reads resignation and disbelief. Brilliant, you. Consider it justice. Also, public image. Your hand stinks, man. And thigh calmly restrains the flailing man in one arm. A soft thump is heard. Was that the ceiling? You don't have time to finish the thought before Cherry drops straight from the ceiling vent like a demon from folklore. The scarf flutters as he lands beside the table, crouched low like a ninja pose to strike. Without a word, he reaches into his own scarf and pulls out a hot dog already in hand. He slides the sausages from the bun like a sword drawn from the skyboard. Hi, baby. Hi. Okay. Shirahas narrows his eyes. His voice drops to a rumbling whisper. Sausage of retribution. He lifts the sausage high above his head, eyes locked on Maverick. What? Ultimate technique. SSS. Sausage slash salvation. Smack. Smack, smack. Again and again, Sherry unleashes the flurry of meaty vengeance. The sausage hits the side of Maverick's head with a wet splat. Unruly loud, offensive to the table manners. Asher, stop it! This isn't a boss fight. Rodgers continues 2 feet away. Bob brushes dust from his sleeve and turns to you with a calm smile. Pardon the commotion, they're spirited. You must be Knorr's guest. Yeah? Let me say it's a pleasure. I'm Ballin. Please call me Ball. I do hope he's been treating you with gravity and gentleness you deserve. This is not what in my itinerary. He does plan dates with precision, but emotion I find is unscripted, and you seem to bring out much in him. At the moment, Maverick yells, Knorr, help! He's doing the monk combo. You taught him this. I refined it. Are they always like this? Regrettably, endearingly, efficiently, violently. Sherry stares at Maverick for a moment, and then without a word, he pushes the sausage into Maverick's open mouth. Finally, Bill lets Maverick's color and brushes his hand clean, as if he took out the trash. Maverick is still half sprawled next to your seat. Tries crouching on the seat beside you, behind him, speaking, repeatedly bonking him on the head with the plastic menu instead. Despite the commotion, you notice that neither Knorr nor Boss seems to acknowledge it. Boss taking the seat beside you. I must apologize for our little intrusion. They don't quite understand boundaries. It's been their flaw since the cradle. You guys next door, he's stepping from his water, refusing to look anywhere but straight ahead. Bob chuckles quietly. You're very composed. You know, most people would be rattled, surrounded by strangers like this. Am I? You are. You lean just slightly forward. Or perhaps you've grown used to being watched. What do you mean? There it is. You ever wonder if you're the only still guessing what this all supposed to be? A sudden pressure shift under the table. Bob flinches and you notice it. Knorr still silent and calmly stepping from his glass pressed the heel of his leather shoe down hard on Bob's foot, unmistakable and intentional. You're quite protected tonight. I'm quite tired of your tone. Of course, my mistake. Don't mind me, I'm just wandering observer. He lifts one hand slowly and runs along his sleeve. There's quite a shift as something slides from beneath the fabric. Before you can react, he gently reaches out and touches your shoulder. His hand slips behind your neck just for a moment. Something tucked into the back of your collar. You might find this version where light burns too brightly to be real. Though I'd be cautious if I were you. Some lanterns lead deeper into the dark. Enough. Bud doesn't flinch. He just chuckles softly and slowly shifts his legs back. No harm means, of course, merely sharing the joy of upcoming festival. Here's a festival nearby, the night of returning youth. Now, if you're curious, just ask Kenora to take you. Well, maybe try being a little cute with him. Kenora always softens up for you, and you notice the faintest twitch on Kenora's brow. Bailing, yes. Walk away. Geez, I was just about to. Bye-bye, Kenora. Bye-bye, baby. With his final smirk, Bud glides off towards the back of the diner where Maverick and Sarah are causing some sort of ruckus no one seems to care about. You instinctively reach behind your neck, fingers brushing against the soft paper. You pull it free. It is a ticket, ordinate, age-looking, stamped with the strange, simple, and bold phrase, one free mystic reading festival of returning youth. You stare at it for a moment, then slowly look at Kenora. He sighs quietly. Don't listen to half of what he says, maybe less. So just about the part of the festival, that's up to you. For the sake of your sanity, he was clearly worn down by everything, yet he still agreed to take you to that festival down the street. Okay. The warm midday sun filters through the tree, lightening up the colorful path ahead. The festival buds with laughter from children, the chatter of parents, and the scent of sweet snacks in the air. You glance at Kenora. He stood quietly beside you, eyes fixed, lowering ride the distance. His shoulder was tense and his hand gripped on the edge of his sleeve tightly. As you walk past the carousel, its gentle light pastel colors caught your eyes. Without saying a word, you reached out your hand to him. Come on, let's ride this. Kenora glanced at the carousel with unguarded surprise of someone who never considered riding one before. Are those supposed to go that fast? A child shrieks in delight as their painted horse bobs past. Kenora flinches, shoulders tensing. You don't actually sit on them, do you? They look mysterious. You grabbed his hand and slid 2 tickets toward the operator. The operator snatches the tickets without looking, already waving the next group forward. Kenora gaze darts between the looming carousel. That one is definitely judging me. Soon you are both on the carousel. You picked a white unicorn with silver reins, while Kenora sat on the one right behind you. The music began to play. Kenora sat quietly behind you, hands resting lightly on the pole of his unicorn. He didn't speak. He didn't even blink for a while. That one is smiling. Horses don't smile. The smile of something that he knows. The operator yanks the lever, and the carousel lurches into motion. inhales sharply. His hand free flies out to grip the nearest pole instantly. Galascar is moving without consent. Come on, Nora. It'll be fine, I promise. A gust of carnival wind tugs his unbuttoned vest as the unicorn rises again, his thigh tense around the saddle, one glove gripping the pole. Bubbles floating all around you, bursting gently warm air. The scent of lemon juice lingered, fresh, bright. This is an exceptionally whimsical. His free hand lifts to catch a bubble between the fingers. It collapses instantly. He slowly releases the death grip of his unicorn to brush the damp fingers against his vest. This is objectively a medieval torture device disguised as a festival of whimsy. A sudden dip in the platform sends him lurching forward. He barely catches himself, palm slapping against the unicorn's glitter mane. Who designed this torture device? Are you enjoying my essential crisis? His eyes were fixed on you, completely drawn. The joy in your face, the sunlight playing with your eyes, and the way you laughed without holding back. It was if he was watching a goddess dance through the spiraling rivers. Too beautiful approach, too radiant to be real. For that brief moment, everything faded. All he could see was you. The carousel begins to slow down, the music falters into his own quiet shock. Kenora found himself wishing it would keep spinning forever. After a few gentle rounds, the carousel gradually slowed to a stop. You stepped down from your horse and let out a bright, satisfied laugh. Ah, that was such a joyful ride. Kenora dismounted the unicorn with stiffness of someone recovering from a mild trauma. Oh, you stretching, baby. You stretching. He straightened his vest with shaky hands before realizing Cameo Bridge is still dangling from his tie. The antique feels warm to touch as he pins it back into place. Siat. What is Siat? It was. I think I prefer chasing the rabbits. Chasing rabbits? Why bother when we can just ride without worrying about anything running off? You glanced up at the sky, then back at him, curiously flickering your eyes. Kenora rubs his still tingling palm where he clutched the carousel pole too tightly. Rabbits don't have ears or expression. That one looked like it wanted to eat my soul. Besides, rabbits are honest. When they run, you know exactly why. Though I suppose this was educational, now I understand why people say hold your horses literally. A small chuckle before gently leading him towards an open space just in case, because he looked like he needed a moment to breathe. So did you like it? Kenora inhaled deeply as he stepped into the open air, his shoulder loosening just slightly. The scent of the carnival food and summer grass replaces the cloying mechanical oil of the carousel. His fingers flexed at his sides before shoving them back into his pocket. Like it. It was terrifying, but not unenjoyable. It wouldn't mind doing it again with you. You smiled at his answer. I'm glad to hear that, Kenora. You looked at him and then your gaze wandered ahead. Do you think you want to stay here until nightfall? Yes, if you have me. He touched his head towards the glowing food stalls in the distance where the scent of caramel and fried dough spiraled into the cooling air. They sell chocolate dipped fruit near the fountains if you like. I heard it's passable. Passable? Edible. But what about the chocolate I gave you this morning? Is it melted or Connor's hand shoots to his vest pocket, instinctively protective before he stops himself. His ears flush pink as he carefully pulls out the slight crumpled chocolate bar. It is dropper crease between being carried all day. The edges are soft with warmth, but still intact. None. I was saving it for the right moment. Every hour of waiting, every ignored craving, the proof was eating it too soon would have felt like wasting something precious. Then extended it to you. Would you share it with me? No. Oh, but Kanara, that was my gift for you. You said you love chocolate, didn't you? I wanted you to have it, enjoy it, all of it. I do love it, that's why a key of the best chocolates were always shared on bent parches. So I wanted this one to mean something too. The first snap of the chocolate bar breaking, his gaze flickers upon you. Please let it be for us. Your gaze lingers on the chocolate bar between you, then slowly you accept its offer. Thanks, Connor. You break the bar in half and bring a piece to your mouth, taking a small bite. Yes, it really does taste so sweet. He watches the way the chocolate breaks between your teeth. His own half pauses mid-air, just a moment before he takes a quiet breath in. The taste is deeper than expected. Dark cocoa, hint of salt, something tender beneath all of it. His eyes close for a moment, lashes low. It's better when shared. He swipes at the smudge of chocolate on his lip, but misses. You catch a glimpse of a tiny streak at the corner of his mouth. You're unsure why, but you reached out, tapping it lightly before your thumb wipes it away. At that moment, you could see your fingers hover slightly over the beauty mark near his lower lip. Knorr freezes at the brush of your thumbs against his mouth. A brief of touch on his beauty mark, his body trembles in response. Time slows, carnival fades to silence, and everything, and even the wind stills. His pulse beats hard as the base of his throat visible under his collar. Just your name, just enough to confirm that this isn't a dream scribbled in margins of his sketchbook. And then slowly he leans into your touch. No, we're not kissing. You see the way he breathes shallow as he leans into your touch. He doesn't open wide or close, he just lowers. And you can see your reflection in that soft pair of grays. Sorry. But what? The mess he made on his mouth? The fact that he didn't stop you sooner? Connor, you're not careful at all. His gloved hand slowly, fingers trembling as they rub lightly around your wrist. Not to stop you, just to feel like it's real. I know. Will you walk home with me today? Always, Connor. He slowly pulls his hand up. Your gaze shifts towards the glow. Food, dolls nearby, the one he mentioned earlier with the chocolate dipped fruit glistening under the light. But since we are staying until nightfall, glanced at him returning, you said you wanted to try that, right? He pointed towards his doll, eyes bright with a quiet invitation. I did say that, he admits quietly, thumb brushing his boots. He steps closer, almost touching your shoulder. The vendor calls out about a strawberry matcha drizzle, but Nor focuses just between the treats and the the way your sleeve moves in the breeze. They look messy. He says, almost teasing, then glances at you. Pick for me. Let's see. I'm gonna give you that because why not? Dark chocolate with chili, you need to suffer a little to enjoy sweetness. You grin as you point to the spiciest combo on the menu. Knorr's expression flickers between intrigue and quiet horror, his nose wrinkling at the sight as his eyes, the dark chocolate coated strawberries, dust with chili flakes. That's not suffering, that's culinary awesome. Tugs his glove off with his teeth, a habit he refuses to break before reaching for the skewer you choose. The first bite is cautious. Oh, his lips part, his tongue darting out to catch a strife like a chili from the corner of his mouth, pink and slightly swollen already. His butthole is fury, not in pain, but something closer to fascination. It burns, but the chocolate makes it burn slower. Another bite, this time he's ready for the heat, eyes fluttering shut as the flavor settles. When he opens them again, they're bright and alive. How sadistic of you. He tosses his skewer into the trash without hesitation. Biohazard chili with chocolate, are you trying to create a new form of artificial life with weird ingredients and combos or what? You make a surprised face when he tosses the skewer into the trash, though deep down your part of you thinks, I knew it. It's not exactly biohazard, but what kind of artificial life do you think would even come out of the chili dog? Chili chocolate. Something with a vendetta. Small, vicious, probably bilingual, just to curse people into language. At least you'll be honest about it. Next time, pick something that won't birth a homicidal project. Oh, okay. Homicidal project. The sun hangs gently above the fairgrounds, filter ring through the rows of colorful rents and strings of flags fluttering in the breeze. He walks beside you, the corner of his mouth curved in a rare subtitle smile. He holds the paper bag of snacks you just bought him, his favorite kind, blue. Not saying right, but I can tell from his eyes he's in a good mood. In my wallet, yep, I bought 2 snacks. Good thing he said he would pay for me. He said he was planning to treat me from the start. Yeah, he did not order anything. Oh, come on. He nods towards the booth market, shoot the wind, a can. The pyramid prizes dangled above fluffy bears, plastic swords, a giant chubby snake, plush blotting of the sky. Instead of answering any questions, Knorr's hands the snack bags to you and sets up the booth. A man behind the counter gives him a lazy once-over, then gestures to the air gun. 1, 3 shots for a try, 5 to knock them all down. 3 shots for a try, 5 to knock them all. This place really wants us to burn through our money, huh? Do you not say the food out loud, Knorr? The owner will hear you. No, I'm saying 3 shots is too much. What do you mean, 3 shots to knock every can off? How are you even going to do that, huh? Take a note, Skylar, you're about to see the real deal. Knorr lifts the gun with one hand as if it weighs nothing. He doesn't even seem to aim. Clock. Every can falls in a perfect sequence, tumbling with a loud clang to the floor. The last one spins for a moment before tipping over. The booth owner stares at him, at the mess with wide eyes. You couldn't quite process what happened, but you're already so sure that a single bullet had been fired. Every can was already fallen. Wow. Dad, the big brother is amazing. You have to do just as great as him. You got to be kidding me. Anything you want, seriously. Madison points out, without hesitation, Nora gestures towards the tubby servant, man's eyes, and turns and places the plush in your arm. It's yours. For the chocolate, and for you staying beside me. Then you fumble to adjust your oversized plush. A quiet shift pass over his face. His smile grows a little wider just for a second. Thank you, Kanar. This thing is ridiculous, but it suits you. You hug the plush close and softness pressing gently against your chest cheek. It smelled faintly like the booth, sweet like candy and sawdust. Sawdust is not sweet. What? You're so talented in the booth, shopping, and drawing. Okay, talent just muscle memory. The cans weren't even moving. Okay, cans weren't moving. Muscle memory? Oh, so you're just familiar at shooting? I mean, did you used to do it before? Very. It's a memory. Okay. It's more like when you see something and your body already knows the shape of it, angle and weight. I just saw other people doing it many times behind television. Okay, I simply follow along. You can tell the shot by just looking. That's incredible. Dad, I want to plushie that big brother's holding. Wow. Big brother, can I please have that snake plushie? Huh? Gunnar seems to freeze for a moment. Gunnar, why don't you just give it to the kid? You shut your deathly glare, clearly unwilling. Oh, sorry, sir. Just as the boy tried to snatch the plushie from you, Gunnar put it away first. Why, that big brother won't give it to me. What brat? Gunnar. He slowly crouched down, eyeing the child with a little kindness. You're really going to give it to me? He smiled, only to snatch the plushie right back from the boy. This one's for Skylar, kid. Go cry to your dad if you want one. You damn spoiled brat. What? You're mean. I'll tell the snake doll to nibble on you. I hope it swallows you whole. The boy finally ran off crying to his father while Nora rose to his feet and placed the fat snake plushie into your hand. Just get rid of it. Thanks to you with a gentle in his eye. Different from how he treated the boy. Okay, he turned to you gently. So different from what he did to the little boy. You, huh? You like bullying kids? I meant to give it to you, not him. I do not care for people who make no effort and still ask me for something free. But you go calling him like that? Okay. Kinda calling him that, then his dad will come after you. Be careful, okay? Yeah, okay, if you say so. They'll take care of that one, okay? Supplements are said to be symbolized to protection. Creatures of the deep chooses only they seem deemed worthy. If it chosen you, it means you're kind. So even if the serpent itself would protect. Oh, I see. That's good. I hear the memory clicks into place. You remember the tickets I gave you. Okay. Okay, Kenora. You're still with the one in the visit. Kenora tilts his head. Sorry, I was just like spaced out. Okay. Tilts his head and change of topic. His hair catching the glow of the carnival light. He slowly matches your pace, getting close to the shifted crowd. Which one? He glances sideways, nodding towards a particular chaotic booth ahead while the water guns were being used to shoot down tiny targets. A group of rowdy teenagers are hollering as they miss spectacularly spraying water everywhere. Seriously, a water gun booth in the middle of fall. If it's that one, I hope you don't mind getting wet. Hold on, is that your friend? Huh? He knows his eyes trying to focus on what he's seeing. You turn to look, following his gaze. Yoo-hoo! I knew it! Felt a familiar presence. She called, already making her way towards you with unhurried step and teasing smirk. Oh, there you are. When Alicia reaches you, she didn't stop. She pulled you in a tight hug, slightly damped hug without asking. Sorry, I didn't mean to keep you waiting. Her hand came up to gently ruffle your hair. Don't apologize for existing, Scarlet. Just see you made my shift better already. Oh, you're with them today? Now that's unexpected. You open your mouth to reply, but Alicia held her hand, already grinning. You two just don't usually walk around together outside of class. Makes me wonder if something changed. Gnor said nothing, but you saw him shift slightly. There's focus between them. We decided to hang out today since it's the weekend and there's festival. So Alicia raised an eyebrow, clearly catching the subtitle shift in your tone, but instead teasing. Her smile softened into something warmer. Oh, so it's just a weekend outing, huh? You nodded quickly, hoping that your face wasn't as red as you felt it. Yeah, we just thought it might be nice to get out a bit. Kenor stood quietly beside you, not correcting a single word. Don't care. Alicia tilted her head slightly, like she was considering something. I see, good call. You deserve to have days like this. You blinked up at her, surprised by the sudden sincerity. She caught your look and winked, gently bumping your arms with hers. I mean it, it's not all about grades and schedule. It's good to see you relaxing for once. She looks at Kenor again, thoughtful. And you having a decent time, Mr. Mystery? He blinked, as if trying to find the right answer. Yeah, it's better than I expected. So, done talking, Scarlet Stars. You're being rude. Back off. Huh, jealous are we? If Skylar really wanted to leave, she would have turned around and walked off already. You too. Well then, I'll leave you to it. You're being rude. I don't freaking like you. Before walking off, she added over her shoulder, and hey, if you see Lucian later, don't tell him I said anything, but maybe not. Try not looking too cute together, Alicia. But she only waved, disappearing back into the crowd. Kenora stiffens almost imperceptibly at the mention of Lucian's name. His fingers twitches near his tie before stilling. Kenora? Instead, he stepped just a little closer. Don't you kiss me. I'm not hiding. He's not going to bite you, you know. You could sense that he's uneasy, so you tried to lighten up the mood a little. Lucian's just a friend. No, he's not. Really, don't let Alicia's teasing get to you. I wasn't worried. Alicia could make a funeral feel like a comedy show. You brushed a lock of hair from your face as you hold up the tickets from earlier. There's a fortune-telling booth around here. I think I'll go check it out. I thought we were looking at sea creatures or something. I thought we were going to be in a small little tunnel thing and looking at creatures. What was the intro for then? Fortune telling? You considered together towards the booth. Unlike the others, this one isn't crowded. The tent is deep violet, trimmed in a silver with no lights except the soft flickering candle glow beneath the cloth. As you approach, the curtain stirs. A woman, something. She stops a few feet in front of you. Look between you and him. Welcome, welcome. You come to seek an insight, yes? You know, but before you can answer, she glances down, her eyes narrowing slightly as she spot a slip of paper half visible in your pocket. You carry the marked invitation. Please wait here. Without another word, she turns and disappears into the shadows of the tent. Kenora mutters under his breath, marked? But handed it to me during the day, so I figured it was just something for fun. I see. But her line sounds so over the top. Did you think they have a script? I guess, kind of. You looked at him and raised an eyebrow. Kenora frowns a little and turns his face away. Don't look at me like I'm kind of like that kind of person. You know, this is the first time I've ever stepped into a fortune-telling booth, okay? If you hadn't dragged me here, I would never have come. Don't you find this interesting at all? No. And you would believe your own fortune if you heard it? I guess I watch it from time to time, but not too seriously. Now that you mention it, maybe I should ask about the lottery. You know, Kenora, if I won the jackpot, I'd be rolling in money. I don't know. Have you ever seen a fortune teller actually win the lottery? Well, that's a good point. A few moments pass, then the candle light behind the curtains shift. The shadow steps a man who moves slowly, so quietly, you almost didn't hear him approach. Oh shit, he's blind. Steps in front of you, then speaks. The thread that comes walking, carried by the wind of choice and for hold. The man raises one bony finger and slowly gestures towards the curtain behind him. Come, the pattern's wait to be read. You hesitate, then glance at Kenora. Should we both? One of the unfinished. I'm going with her. No, the eyes of fate clouds in your presence. The old man hums, his fingers lifting gestfully. You were made to be seen, boy, but not here, not like this. Kenora's jaw tightens. He doesn't steps back, but the tension, you need to stop. in his shoulder as his coiled body is ready to snap. Will you look? No. The old man watches him for a long moment, then nods. One day you will have to choose whether to remain the reflection or the one who cast it. Huh? What? You walk past, not meant to cross this one, not here. Step back. Shadow touched. Wait, he just breathed. Not. The old man does not even glance at you. One heart, one thread. That is all the tapestry will accept tonight. You touch Nora's arm lightly. It's okay, I'll be fine. Darling, I'll wait outside. Okay, bye. Don't care. Your man turns to you again. Come and do not speak until the pardons calls your name. You stepped into the dark tent behind you. Kenora doesn't move, but you can feel him watching. So long. The flat, heavy fabric close behind you. The old man moves in front of you, his spine curved by his steps precise. He gestures for you to sit. So the other one is not meant to witness. You come alone, yet the weight of the many follows. Can you really tell me about my future? Not your future, but the path your choices will carve. You wish to see it. You nod. Then his hand skeleton shows begin to shuffle as the cards. Let us see your thread of your heart. Then the elder says, laying the first card on the table. There are no clean lines drawn in your fate. What you call love is not made out of one thread. It is intertwined of wants and memories, illusions and will. What holds you close may also be what cages you. There's one who will bleed to shake the walls around you. There is another who would burn the sky to hold you in it. Yet both reaches for a version of you they believe is real. Not all who love you see you. He turns another card. A creator, a guardian, a liar, a beloved. And none of them are only one thing. You are not merely loved, you are claimed, but love that binds too tightly begins to strangle. The candle beside him sputter. You ask if this is a question of choosing, but a choice is only freedom if you understand the cost. Some fates do not ask what you want, they just ask what you can bear. He draws one last card. Still, there's nothing. There's something watching from beyond the bounds of heaven and earth. Something never meant to glimpse its own reflection. You are not the one being read. Ah, the trickle of blood appears at the corner of his... Oh, fuck! Trigger board! Oh, shit! Trickle of blood at the corner of his mouth. A cough escapes him, harsh and wet, and blood sprays across the table, soaking into the cards. His body begins to seize, jerking violently. His fingers claws at his own throat. The white of his eyes shows rolled back, the veins of his neck bulge, skin turning gray. Damn! Trigger warning, holy shit, there's score! Oh no, hold on. Then a sharp crack. Ah! A burst of blood sprays outwards. It splashes your cheeks, your hands, your chest, droplet stains your clothes, a speckle your sleeve sinking into the fabric. The chair tips backwards with a loud scrape against the wooden floor. The clatter of charms hitting the floor echoes through the small booth. Father? The curtain snapped open. His daughter stood in the entrance. Her gaze darted from you to her father's lifeless body. Father, what did you do to him? I didn't do shit, dude. I didn't. He just... Oh, I see now. So it's you. Before you could explain, a heavy crash of boots shook the ground. Okay. The booth crawls past near the lake. Lantern's light wavers across the water like a second sky. Kenor drifts along the fringe, eyes on the black mirror of the lake. He nudges a small stone with his shoes. It skips once and drops. Rings travel outwards. In the shifting surface, seconds, I think he did it. The second face appears beyond his own. He turns to Lucien, stands there with an easy smile of someone used to cameras. Lucien, small world, I did not expect to find you here. I think I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for watching. I am going to save. That was very interesting.